So at this point, this is what your base of the rocket should look like. It's just the fin template, or not cut yet, and just the base of the rocket body. If I go back into part 1 as for my demo model, this is what we're going to do in the next step. I'm going to rotate it. This is for the top. This is where the engine would be inserted directly into. And if you look, that is going to be the shock cord connector. It's going to connect to that loop. And then there's going to be a loop that is in line with it above in the nose cone. And then this right here is for the launch lug. The launch lug is basically what will ride on the launch rail, which is on the launch pad of the rocket launching system. So I'm going to rotate this back to plain view where it should be, and which was like that. And at this step, I created this sketch, the first 2 sketches that I see here. There's extrusion 4 and 5, and I was able to do those as I rotated from here. Okay, so it looked like this. Okay, so I started a sketch on the bottom. So I'm going to start that right now by going back to my demo or my sample that I'm working on right now. So this is what we're starting with. I'm going to rotate all the way to the back now. So we're now on the back of this, and you can see it on the viewing cube. From here, I'm going to go to the sketching option. I'm going to sketch on just this surface right here. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch on the bottom, the back as we say. And I'm going to grab the line tool. I'm going to come straight over. I'm going to connect to that curve right here. I'm going to go over a distance of 2 millimeters. So 2, enter. Okay, and zoom in on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the circle tool. Click on that endpoint of that line, that 2 millimeter line. And this is going to be 4 millimeters total for the diameter. So I could just hit enter or just type 4, enter. And then I have one more circle to do, which is going to be 6, enter. Alright, and from here I will be trimming off some parts that I do not need. So I'm going to go to the trim feature and select this area right there. Finish the sketch, zoom in on it, and then I can use I can rotate this just a bit like that. Well, I didn't want to go that severe. And I'm going to grab the extruding option by going to 3D model, extrude, select just the geometry, the profile that we'd like to extrude. We're not going 28, we want to go a distance of 3, and we want to make sure that we use the directional arrow going up towards the top of the rocket and hit OK. As you can see, there it is. Now we want to flatten this out again, so another way of doing that is going to the look at tool right here and select this flat surface. That's the work plane that we just created this circle on here, and that's extrusion 3. Extrusion 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to create extrusion number 4, but we need to start off with a sketch. Click on the sketching option, select the bottom, and grab a line tool again. This is pretty much repeating these steps, but the only difference is the extrusion will go the entire length vertically, going up the side of the body of the base. So let's go with a 2 millimeter line. Grab the circle tool, 4 and 6. Now before we finish sketch, trim out what we don't want anymore. And as you can see, I made a mistake here. So let's Control Z. Let's try this again. I need to make sure that my line starts on the edge of the circle. Otherwise the trimming will not work correctly and our measurements will not be accurate. Center mark, bring that to there. Center mark, make that 6. Take the trimming feature, trim away just that area right there. Don't worry about this curve that gets left behind. That's just measuring the diameter, as you can see, the 6. And from here, finish the sketch. We can rotate it a little bit, as you can see, and then use the extrude. Select just the profile. The direction the profile will be extruded, and we want to set the distance to 30. Okay, hit OK. Alright, so from here I have the base of the body, a base of the rocket set up, and in the next video I'll be showing you how to cut out the sides, okay, the fins themselves.